Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into a piece of tech aiming to solve a really common headache. Just, managing the chaos of family schedules, especially with kids and sports and, well, everything else.
Right. We've been looking into Orgo. It's a mobile platform, and it's trying to bring some order to all that.
Yeah, because right now, it feels like families are patching things together, doesn't it?
Totally. You've got maybe your main calendar app, then group texts flying around, plus like separate apps for each team or activity.
It's all over the place.
Fragmented.
Exactly. Nothing talks to each other properly.
And when you think about the sheer time involved, just the logistics of getting everyone where they need to be, we saw figures suggesting, 15 billion hours a year for U.S. families?
It's huge. That's an incredible amount of time just spent coordinating, figuring out the who, what, when, where.
So that's the problem Orgo is looking at. Precisely. They're trying to be more than just another calendar. The idea is like a purpose-built assistant, something that actually understands the nitty-gritty of these really busy family lives.
A life automation assistant, I think they called it.
Something like that, yeah. Moving beyond just listing events.
And one interesting part is this crew idea they have. What's that about?
Ah, the crew. So think of it like your whole support system for an activity. It's not just parents.
Right, so like grandparents doing pickups or a nanny, maybe an older sibling.
Exactly, and you can set different permissions, different access levels for each person in the crew.
Which kind of reflects how families actually operate, It's often a team effort.
It acknowledges that shared responsibility. The goal is to have one place for coordination, hopefully cutting down on all those back and forth texts and calls, trying to figure out who's doing what.
Okay, so it sets up the team, but how does it actually make the day-to-day scheduling easier?
Right.
What are the smarts inside it?
Well, this is where it gets cleverer than a standard calendar. It's not just start and end times.
Okay.
It layers on the real-world stuff, like how long does it actually take to get ready before you leave? Prep time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's always the hidden factor.
Right, and travel time, it integrates with maps to figure that out and tells you exactly when you need to walk out the door.
So it calculates your departure time based on the location and presumably traffic.
Yeah, and you can add more details too. Is it a drop-off? Or does someone need to stay? Who's driving there? Who's driving back? Do you need to arrive, say, 15 minutes early for warm-ups?
And it pulls all that together.
It automates those calculations. So instead of you doing that mental math, okay, practice is at 6, need to be 15 minutes early, it takes 20 minutes to drive, so we leave at, Orgo figures that out.
And then presumably pushes out notifications.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Smart notifications to the right people in the crew based on who's assigned to what. It tries to take that mental load off.
That constant juggling in your head.
Yeah, embedding all those little logistical complexities right into the platform so it anticipates them for you.
What about getting started if a family's already using, say, a team management app?
Good point. They seem aware of that hurdle. Right now, you can import schedules from TeamSnack, which helps with onboarding.
Okay, that makes sense. Pulling in existing data.
And they apparently have plans for more integrations down the line, syncing with standard calendars, maybe connecting to league or coach portals, even school notifications.
Trying to become that central hub.
Seems to be the goal, yeah. Recognizing families aren't starting from a blank slate.
And the look and feel, the user experience.
It's definitely designed mobile first, which makes sense. Parents managing things on the go. The aim seems to be a clean interface, easy to use.
I think I read something about gentle nudges.
Yeah, that was interesting. It suggests they're thinking not just about the function, but the emotional side of it all, that feeling of being overwhelmed.
Right, the mental load we mentioned.
Exactly. Trying to be supportive, not just another tool demanding your attention, but one that, eases the burden a bit.
It helps, I think, knowing where it came from, the origin story.
Oh, right. It was founded by Zoya Lehrer. She's a tech exec, but also, crucially, a mom of 3 athletes.
She lived the problem.
Pretty much. Built it out of her own frustrations with the existing ways of managing everything. That personal experience often leads to a more user-centric solution.
Definitely. When you've felt the pain point yourself.
You're more likely to design something that actually addresses it effectively.
So, wrapping up. When you step back and think about all that time, all that mental energy families pour into just coordinating activities, a dedicated platform like this, one that's built specifically for these really complex logistics, it feels like it could genuinely change how families manage their weeks.
It could. Potentially bring more efficiency, maybe a bit more calm, shared understanding within the crew.
Yeah, a sense of shared understanding instead of constant chasing.
It really shows how technology, when it's, really targeted at a specific complex problem, can offer something more general tools just can't.
Well put. Okay, that was our deep dive into Orgo. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Goodbye.